A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, before you move.
Style is immensely strong and immune to nearly any weapon. When it's properly used, it's almost invincible.
Sebastian Vendel-Martinez with MMAnytt and Studio MMA here with Patrick Cote, the former middleweight title challenger. UFC has come to Toronto. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, man.
And you were just here at the UFC Fit workout with Mike Dolce. How was that?
It was good. It's the UFC Fit system. It's really good for everybody who wants to train and having fun to train. And Mike Dolce is really good about what he's doing. He's a former UFC fighter, but he take some fighting moves and he introduced that in training system that everybody can enjoy it. And it's fun training with Mike because he's really good for motivation. You want to follow him, and he has some result.
Now, your last fight was against Alessio Sakara, and it ended a bit controversially, unfortunately. It's been a while since that fight. Now, how do you look back on it, and how do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good. After this fight, we were supposed to fight again, but I dropped at 170. So, I fought Bobby Volker. That was a good fight. That was my first time at 170, and now that's my new weight class. I'm fighting at 170, and unfortunately, when I fought Sakara, some bad thing happened. That was in the mood. In the cage, the thing's going very fast, and I don't take anything personally, or I don't have anything against him. It's sometimes this thing happen. The only thing I'm happy, it's people saw that there's rules inside the cage, and he got disqualified because he broke the rules, and that's it. That's the most important thing for me, that now finally people understand that we're not just there to try to kill each other. We try to do our sport safe, and that's the most important thing. The safety of the fighter in the cage, very, very, very important for the organization.
Now, okay, as you said, your last fight in middleweight against Alessio Sakara. Your last fight in total was against Bobby Volker. Tough fight, guy who came from Strikeforce. He went the distance, the decision. Pretty exciting fight too. How did you feel about your performance?
Okay. That was the first time I was cutting to 170, and in the third round, it hit me pretty bad. In the first two rounds, I felt pretty good, but in the third round, we were needed a little bit more adjustment because that was the first time. Now, I don't think it's gonna happen again. We made some adjustment. We know exactly what is to fight at 170. I think that I was just feeling so well that I pushed the pace, very, very hard in the first two rounds, and in the third round. And he took everything I gave him, man. Bro, I was hitting him, and he was continue to walk forward. I was like, man, really? Man, I've been knocked like 205 guy, 185 guy with this kind of shot and this kind of punches, and you're still walking to me. I was like, man. But you know what? That was a great fight for me, for my first fight in 170. And man, my head's off to Bobby Volker. I have a lot of respect to him.
And what was it prompted the decision to go down to 170?
You know what, with all the knowledge of nutrition and cutting weight and all this thing, those guys at 185 are so big now. They walk around 225, and they're like 6'3", 6'5", 6'2", 6'3". So it's a big boy. And like a couple years ago, I was an average middleweight, but now I was a small one. And those guys like Belcher, Okami, even Sakara, those guys are big, man. So for me, that was a smart choice to drop at 170.
Now, you will be coaching against Australia's Kyle Noak in the Ultimate Fighter Australia versus Canada. An exciting new turn for the international aspect of the Ultimate Fighter. How do you feel about coaching?
Oh, it's pretty good. I've been part of this show at season 4 as a contestant. I went through the final, but I came short. So I know exactly what they're going to live through. They're going to pass the time in the house, and no news, no book, nothing about the outside world. Exactly. But as a coach, I can't wait. Especially this season, it's tough nation, Canada versus Australia. So very proud to represent my country first, but very honored that the UFC asked me to do that, and they gave me a lot of confidence. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. The Aussies coming to Canada to film those this season. So. They're not welcome here, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good season.
And you will later on be facing Kyle Noke. In the fight, how do you feel about him as an opponent, and how do you think that you're stronger than him?
You know, Kyle Noke is a very legit fighter. He fought only once at 172. You know, he knocked out Charlie Brenneman in like 30 seconds. You know, the stoppage was questionable, but doesn't matter. The thing is, he's come from a great camp, Craig Jackson too. So, you know, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a good fight. He likes to stun his feet, like to exchange. I think I have more power than him. I think my all-around MMA game is better than his. But right now, you know, we don't have a lot of rivalry yet. During the season, for sure, we're going to build rivalry, and you know, a lot of drama is going to happen during the season for sure. But right now, I think it's the same thing for him. We're focusing our energy to train our team and you know, winning the season.
All right, well, it's going to be a very exciting season to watch. We're looking forward to it. This was Sebastian Vendel-Martinez with MMAnytt and Studio MMA, here with Patrick Cote, who faces Kyle Noke at a venue not yet decided, but it will be for the final at the Ultimate Fighter Nations, Canada versus Australia. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Bienvenue.
A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, right? Before you move.